Welcome to the channel, Go Gretty here, and welcome to another episode of the weekly challenges in under 7 minutes. Let's get to it. The first challenge is at Sardinia Windmills Reverse in the 2018 Suzuki Jimny. So let's go ahead and hop into that there, right? And you've got a choice of how you want to take on this challenge. You can go in stock form and struggle, or you can do like I did, toss some NOS on it. Or for those who call it nitrous oxide, or just nitrous, or just NOS, or whatever you want to call it. I don't care. All right, so you can do that, or you can do this. If you don't have the money for the NOS, you can go into the tuning shop and grab you a low RPM turbocharger. That'll give you an extra 23 horsepower and another 30 foot-pounds of root pulling torque to help you dig out of the corners on this here dirt track, and that'll help you to get yourself a victory for an economical price, which is what I know you're going for. Nothing like rolling in the Benjamins as you get the victory at the lowest cost point. Good luck. The next challenge brings us to the American Clubman Cup 700. Why 700, you ask? That's a really good question, because the suggested PP is 700. And what do I go with? I jumped in the garage, I searched high and low throughout all my American muscle cars, and I found the Dodge Demon. It's at 694.57 and has racing mediums on it already. Perfect. That's all I need. Let's jump on the track, see how it does. Right out of the gates, I could tell the Demon was the car for the task, because it is just absolutely gobbling up the Ford Mustang. Off of the start, jumping the slipstream of the next two, just blow by them, suck their doors off of my Vortex, take down the next few cars. Soon enough, I'm on to P1. The Corvette, it suffers the same fate as the others in the rearview mirror. Tries to make a comeback in the slipstream, but the horsepower of the Demon, just too much, too mighty of a car for the Vet. Take home the victory. Try out the Dodge Demon. Fun little car to run around the track. The next race in the weekly challenges is a special event. Yeah! It is the Porsche 356 Onemake race at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, folks. And this is a great little car to put on the track at Laguna Seca. I chose the 356 A1500 GS GT Carrera Speedster from 1956 because, well, you know, I'm getting older and I don't have much hair left, so the hair I have remaining, I would like to feel it in the breeze. So, Speedster, that's what I want. You can go with either car. I also went with the Sport soft tires on my Speedster, as the Sport hards weren't quite enough to, make a dent in the competition's lead to get the victory. But I do that research for you so that you don't have to do it. Throw the Sport softs on here. By the way, the Sports hards super fun to drive on, but the Sport softs will be enough to get you the win here at Laguna Seca. And that's what we're all here for, is to get the wins, to get the money. Because, you know, when you get the money, you know what you get. We all know what you get when you get the money. That's right. More cars that you don't need. Race number 4 of the weekly challenge is the Porsche Cup. This is a 650 pp or less race. And my first choice was this, the Carrera GT. That brought us in at 639.33 with the racing mediums. And this car was plenty good to win the race. Heck, I crashed 3 times during this race and still managed to win it. This car feels like it should be faster than what it is. And I don't mean top end speed wise. I mean cornering. It feels like it should have great turn in, but it really doesn't. The front end just washes out on you, just really understeers in the corners, and then it gets a little squirrely on the exit. So it's too stable going in, too unstable coming out. So I just really didn't like the car. So I suggested to you to easily win the race. I much preferred running in a classic 911 style Porsche, which is why I chose jump into the 1995 993 Porsche Carrera RS. Much more fun car to drive. I also chose to put it on the racing hard tires. That was a good challenge for me in this race. If you want a little less challenge, go ahead and throw it on the racing soft tires. If you want a little more challenge, drop it down maybe onto those Sport softs. This was plenty of challenge for me. The AI here drives pretty darn dirty, so you got to get your elbows out. You really got to set up your corners well, because it like right there, it brakes on the apex, which really kind of ruins your run towards corners when you're coming up on a car really quick and all of a sudden it slams on his brakes right on the apex, which is super frustrating. I had to restart this race like 5 times just because the AI was doing dumb stuff in the corners. But finally got through it, got it done, got the victory in the 911, which I felt just more pleased about than when I was in the Carrera GT, because I just really enjoyed this car that much more. Hope you do so as well. Give it a shot if you haven't. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. The final race of the weekly challenge is the GR1 Prototype Series at St. Croix, and we are in the Alpine VGT 2017 version. I decided to go with that one because the medium turbo puts it right below 950 on the racing soft tires. Decided to try the racing medium, see how those would last. And because of that, I had a little extra performance points to play with there. So I cranked up the front downforce on the front wing and then reduced the rear downforce on the back wing a bit to give me more of that top speed. I also adjusted my transmission to 390 kilometers per hour to take advantage of that medium turbo. Now, this ended up being plenty to win this race. So if you throw this on your car on an Alpine, I think you'll be plenty pleased with it. So give it a shot. And since we're in France and we're in a French car, I'm gonna say this car is beaucoup bien. That means big time good. I have no idea if anyone in France would actually say that, but I did. So give it a shot. The Alpine, even with the front spoiler, the increased downforce applied, isn't super in the corners, but it's plenty good enough. And with the medium turbocharger, it has like gobs of speed to just blow by the competition. As you see here, I'm just flying by everyone. So plenty of car at the sub 950 pp value. You should be able to easily win this race. When I pitted, I went ahead and put on the hard tires because the medium tires were getting super squirrely. So if you want to go ahead and put the hard tires on it and tune for that, you'll probably be fine and get the victory with 12 seconds or more to spare, just like I did. Hope you enjoyed this second installment of the weekly challenge in under 7 minutes. If you did, hit the like and or subscribe. Come back, check out some more of the action. For myself, Go Gretty. Y'all have a great evening.